Today we will be making a very classic German cake.
It's called Frankfurter Kranz.
Yes, and it's one you grew up with because when I met Kirsten, I never had it before.
Honestly, you didn't?
No.
So when I grew up, my godmother always made it. We had it no matter what celebration there was. And I remember how much I loved it.
Yes.
It's a bit of an effort to make, so we've never made it.
No.
I don't know if it will work out. But
We'll see.
Well, Joerg said something off camera. So what are you going to do today?
I will be the, let's say, helping hand and the cake tester.
It's not what he said. He said he's going to be the supervisor.
Yeah.
But I think I will definitely need his help.
Yeah.
So we will show you what you need, and I can't wait. I think, well, it's still early, so we might need the time. Let's get cracking. The Frankfurter Kranz is actually the image of a crown of the German emperors, which is meant to remind people of Frankfurt am Main as a coronation site. The cherries symbolize the rubies in the crown. The history of this special cake goes back to 1735. Okay, let's make the batter first, and for that you will need eggs, butter, vanilla sugar, regular sugar, some salt, baking powder, and of course flour. We're going to make the cake gluten-free, fingers crossed. As always, I will put the recipe for the cake down below for you in the info box. But I would love to mention vanilla sugar because we feel that in the UK people mostly use, or actually always use, vanilla extract, and in Germany people use vanilla sugar, which you can either buy ready-made, but it's highly processed, and we decided to make it ourselves. It's so easy. You just take regular sugar, so granulated sugar, 2 vanilla pots, take the inside, I'm not sure, I think it's called vanilla pulp, and then the outside, put it into the sugar, just mix it a little bit, and then you always have it in your larder and can use it. I think it's the best idea, and it takes you 2 minutes. There will be 6 eggs in the batter, and you have to add them bit by bit. I'm mixing the baking powder with the flour. I'm adding the flour in 2 portions, and you might be surprised that we now have a stand mixer. We always had one. My parents used to, or not used to, they gave us one years ago for Christmas, and it's the same brand, Bosch. We had the best experience with it, and yeah, sadly it broke down after many years, and somehow we didn't buy a new one. But last week we said, you know what, it's about time. And as you can see, well, today is actually the very first time that we're using it, and I couldn't be more happy. So I'm going to beat that and then add the rest of the flour. There's something new in our household, and it's this mold. So in German it's called klassische Frankfurter Kranz Backform, so a classic Frankfurt wreath cake mold. You don't necessarily have to have it, but this is what gives you the exact result, hopefully. You could also use a bundt cake mold, but we want to have it traditional, so we're going to use that one. Okay, I greased the mold, and now I can add the batter. And now this goes into the oven for about 40 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius. While the cake is in the oven, I'm going to make vanilla pudding, and this is what we usually have at home. We haven't had it in so long. This is from Germany. Outtakes original pudding. I think you could also use custard, but let's make the pudding. Now I have to cover the hot vanilla pudding with cling film so it doesn't get a skin, and then it can cool down. Okay, the cake is ready. So, this is what it looks like after 40 minutes. I just leave it in the oven. It didn't rise that much, which has to do with the gluten-free flour. This guy is to blame.
Yeah, I know. I am.
No, I mean, you really are.
I know.
But why? You have to explain.
Now, I told Kirsten to stick to a recipe.
Yes.
And yeah, now I don't have enough cake.
I said to Joerg, shall we make the cake with regular flour, because then we can make sure it will work.
Yeah, but I wanted her to take gluten-free so that she can have a piece of cake.
And then I said, okay, if we go for gluten-free, let's add 1/3 of the ingredients to the batter so that we have enough, because it's a layered cake.
And then I said, no, because otherwise
you mess with it.
You mess with it, and then it's not good.
But you have to, because it's layered, now you have to do the, you have to make the layers.
I'll do it, so you get enough layers.
We'll see. It's very flat, so Joerg has to work his magic. He has to. Okay.
Now let's give that a try.
Okay, well, on the other hand...
Excellent.
You know what? On the other hand, I think you might be able to get 2 layers. You can almost see them, see? Although, you will be able, but it will be a small Frankfurter Kranz. What do you reckon, Joerg?
Looks good.
If we would have baked that in the old oven, it wouldn't have worked.
No.
So. The pudding is still cooling down a little bit, and in the meantime, I'm adding some raspberry jam here onto the first layer. So I take another 500 grams of butter and beat it for quite a while, probably for 10 minutes. And the next step is I add the pudding just bit by bit and beat again, very slowly. I think it was the best idea to get a stand mixer, because this cake needs so much beating, it would be too hard to do it all by hand. Okay, this looks good. Let me show you the buttercream. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? I'll try my best. So, I don't want to make a fuss, but it's my birthday soon, and I thought, okay, this would be such a great thing to make. Layer number 2. Same procedure. Raspberry jam. This is the in-between.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Oh, it looks good. I think, yeah, it will be perfect.
I'm not sure about perfect, but I think...
Nearly perfect.
So this, we will cool this in the fridge for about
Half an hour.
Half an hour, and then we will decorate the rest because the butter just, it melts away.
Yeah.
And I think, well, it's a typical German Torte.
Yes, buttercream torte.
Usually not something that we haven't had that in decades.
No,
but
because it's a lot of calories.
yes, but I think in combination with that, it's hard to resist.
Yeah.
Half an hour has passed, and it's time to decorate the rest of the cake. It's good to, I think the buttercream really needed that cooling time. So this is the best I can do. And now the next step will be, the last time we visited Germany, we bought these two things as well, knowing that we want to make a Frankfurter Kranz here on our channel. So the first thing is called Haselnusskrokant, roasted hazelnuts. If you can't get it like that, you can easily make it yourself. And these are cherries that go on top for decoration. So we're nearly there. Just a bit of piping on top for the cherries. Jörg, please come have a look. I'm almost a bit proud of myself.
Oh, wow.
It's not.
That looks mouth-watering.
Well, we don't know if it's good, but
That looks
I
great.
was complaining about the height.
Yeah,
And it's heavy.
that looks great.
I mean, it's not perfect, but I think it's fine for the first time. So what we will do now is we're going to make a cup of tea or coffee and put that into the fridge.
Yeah.
While we're doing that. I haven't been excited about a cake in months, so I can't wait to try it. It looks good from the outside, so fingers crossed it's good from the inside too. Yuck. Jörg is sitting quiet, completely, the cake is hypnotizing him. Okay.
Come on.
He can't wait.
No, I can't.
It looks fluffy. It looks fluffy for a...
Oh, really good.
a taste of nostalgia.
Yeah,
Well, not for you,
you can taste.
because you
Oh,
because you didn't grow up with it.
No.
But it says, and I see that, so this is freshly made. This will taste even better tomorrow when it has a bit of resting time in the fridge. This morning I said to Jörg, I'm not sure if we will be able to do this cake because it's not easy.
yeah, and you did it by yourself. I mean, my help was just
The cutting the.
cutting the cake, which
I
I think was the really tricky part.
It was. It honestly was because I can easily mess that up.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm surprised. You know what I did? I thought of my mother all the time. She said, you need to take your time when you bake a cake. Take your time. And I always have that in the back of my mind.
And it helped.
Most definitely.
Really
so
good cake.
my mum was here. As mentioned earlier, we will put the recipe down below for you in the info box in case you want to try a Frankfurter Kranz, so a classic German torte.
Yeah, it's
at home.
really worth a try.
I hope so. Let us know if you give it a try. As always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again very soon. Until next time, bye.
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 Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy?
So,
I'm concerned. We always have something happening. I don't like that.
that's life.
I don't know. If you
Life
watch
is-
other I was going to say shows. If you watch other videos where people make cakes, everything is great.
Yeah, but we tried 5 times and take the best one. We are just
You
with
can't.
one.
You are too tall.
Yeah, we just take one and it's fine. So, today will be. Today will be. Today we will be making a classical German.
A classical. So classic Frankfurt wreath. Frankfurt Kranz. No.
Mach's mal.
Hab ich's gesagt oder nicht?
Ich bin mir nicht sicher, mach's einfach nochmal.